Alright guys, Not So Average Builder here once again. So today I want to talk about to do chipping, to imitate paint chipping from the model. On those we're going to strictly focus on edges. Let's get this in focus. So we're going to strictly focus on edges, like these edges right here. You need a very fine tipped brush for that, and we're using the Tamiya modeling brush today, the old bamboo skewer, as I call it. And we're just going to highlight these edges with chipping to make it look as if the paint's been chipped off. So let's grab the stuff that we're going to use. So the only thing that I've got right now, we've got a metallic gray we could use. We've got the German gray, which will look really good. And then we've got, that's flat aluminum, that's the one I wanted. X11 chrome silver. So this stuff is going to make your two-tone chipping. So we'll start off with either the metallic gray or the darker gray. I think because I've already used the German gray right there, I think I want to use the metallic gray. So what we're going to do, and we'll take this straight from the pot. We don't have to thin anything down because we're only using very small amounts of paint. So let me go get this all set up and I'll be right back. So I think we'll start on the torso actually. It'll be the easiest place to start off and make it look like things are chipped. Primarily focus around the handle of the beam sabers. We may add some chipping to the main torso and all of those things. But yeah, we're definitely going to focus on the handles to make them look like they've been used, even though they don't come out. And possibly some of these lower edges where the legs come up and smack this. Let's see. Yeah, so let's go at it. We'll start with the darker color first. In this case, I'm using metallic gray by Tamiya XF56. So we'll take the XF56. Now I've already pre-stirred this just a few seconds ago, so it should be good to go. And if I can get it to work on camera, so essentially all we're going to do, load the brush up, get it to a point. What we're going to do, this edge right here. I'm doing this on camera. You gotta keep it random. And my hand is shaking, so that makes it all the better, because that's going to help in aiding the random spots. You don't want to do too much because you got to, try and keep it to scale as much as possible. But what you're going to do is just going to keep going over small areas like this where you want the chips to appear. And if you can tell, they'll slowly come up and make it as if it's chipped. So we'll keep going about this. And that just gives it that worn appearance to make it not look like it's brand new. and you want them as random as possible. You can do as much or as little, and that's a beautiful part about weathering. In any aspect, you can, do very little and make it very subtle, or you can do a lot and make it look very worn. Helps if I get paint on the brush. But yes, so I'm going to go off and do the rest of this, and when I come back, we'll look over everything that's been done. So, when I come back, 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, and so once you've done all of that, you should be left with this. So, it's supposed to look random, it's supposed to look all beat up. Now that's one step chipping, and I did that with a brush. So step 2, and I kind of hit the edges like right here. Step 2, I want to give it the rust appearance. So I went with Tamiya's XF64 Red Brown, so it gives it that dull, flat, rusty appearance. It's old rust. So what you're going to need for that is a piece of sponge right here. I've already, you can just take your scissors and, just rough it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you're going to want a pair of pliers, or a pair of tweezers or something. Your paint, you're going to open it up. Of course, it's stirred, but you're going to take your, you're going to be very gentle with this. And you want to take, it's similar to dry brushing, you're going to take as much of it off on the paper towel. So you have barely anything on there. Then you're going to take your piece that you're working on. Just going to dab very gently, almost no pressure. And it probably won't show up at first. That's why you do this very gently. I may have taken off too much. Jar the camera. Very, very little. And you'll start to see it pop up in little spots. And it may not even show up on camera. However, stuff like this will make the world of difference on your finished kit. I did too much there. That's okay. And the cool thing about the sponge is it's going to produce a random pattern. So it'll cut down the chances of you creating a straight up pattern. But yes, so now you've got the regular chipping, and then you've got the two-tone chipping with the rust and the silver, and it just adds that extra depth of color. So if I can get it to pop up on here. But yeah. So I'll go off and do the rest of this, and then we'll reassemble it. And then next thing will be another coat of clear coat to seal all this stuff in, and then we'll do the plasma. So I'll be right back. So it's all assembled back. I'm going to clear coat this thing and seal in all of those But you see, like, it's very subtle details. I went a little heavy on the shield because it's a shield, why not? But it's very subtle details that make the whole kit pop. Now the edges look worn, they look random, and it just looks overall, you know, weathered and really good. So I'm happy with this, and we'll be able to move on to the plasma effect, and that'll be next, and that's why I have this thing. So once I clear coat this thing, we'll get it all dried and everything, and then yeah, we'll go to that. And I'm gonna do a matte clear coat on this because it's ready for that. I don't want it shiny. The things that I want shiny, I may use Future to clear those out, but I don't know. I want to see how it looks when it's all matte. So yeah, that's it for now. So bye guys.